there, welcome back to my channel. So glad that you are here. Well, here we are, video number 2 for today. I did actually do a video earlier today, so if you haven't had an opportunity to check that one out, make sure after you watch this one that you go back and check that one out too. Definitely would love to know your thoughts on that, as well as this one. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Okay, so as you can see, this lady here, this just had as much as her schedule is her life, it is very full, right? She's a new mother. She has got a new tour coming up here in April, starting in April. I think she's going to be taking that over to overseas for a little bit. She's got new music coming out and just a whole lot of things going on. And so as you may, if you are a fan and have been kind of keeping up, Ashanti right now is going through her basically press tour in talking a lot about a very important project that is coming out in movie form across the nation at the end of this week. So definitely want to shed some light on some of the goodness in regards to things that she is sharing. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into it. So in this video, she's going to be talking a little bit about motherhood, the homelessness crisis, and of course, her new movie that's coming out at the end of the week. So go ahead and sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and get into this sharing. All right, so now according to Newsbreak and also Parents, who is the actual original publisher of this article, they shared that Ashanti says new motherhood inspires her to shine a light on important issues like homelessness. Now, the Grammy-winning artist updates us on how she's adjusting to parenthood and how it's impacting the way she sees her work and the world. Now, in the US alone, more than 700,000 people, including children and teens, experience homelessness. It is a global epidemic that does not discriminate. Now, Parents recently had the opportunity to speak with Grammy-winning songstress and new mom Ashanti about her last film project, her parenting journey, and how becoming a mom has expanded her desire to help others, especially women and families. New motherhood brings new appreciation. Now, Ashanti is enjoying her parenting journey and candidly admits hating being away from her baby. She quips that she's always FaceTiming to check in when she's away. And surprisingly, her best parenting advice so far has come from, well, her significant other, Nelly, who always encourages her to relax and that everything's going to be fine. This is what she tells parents, right? So enjoy, kind of relax. It's all going to be good. Now, in her new film, No Address, which hits theaters on February 28th, of course, ended this week, Ashanti plays Violet, a homeless veteran with a big heart and thick skin. Like all performers taking on a role, transformation is part of the process, and Ashanti emphasizes how this acting role, as well as her role of mother, has transferred her into a better version of herself. Now, having a child magnifies the love and the humility that one has for their circumstances, she observes. And sometimes I'm just so grateful for my mom, cousins, aunties, and family. We have this amazing village, and my heart goes out to women who don't necessarily have that. Now, Ashanti understands the power of compassion and wants to use her influence to positively impact the lives of other families, even if it means giving away what she has. Now, I'm like, what else can we do? Can we donate? We have tons of clothes. We're always, giving things away, she shares. We're always trying to figure out, okay, maybe this brand or this company could link up with this shelter and with women who are going through domestic abuse and have children. It's just an increase of love. You don't know it until you experience it, Now, advocating for others in vulnerable circumstances is a passion for Ashanti that appears to be an additional gift with new motherhood. Now, I am a firm advocate for the homeless and those experiencing domestic violence, she confirms. After having my baby and just feeling that love, it did it for me. And then realizing that everyone doesn't have those resources makes you want to give, and it makes you want to do something. Now, the responsibility of awareness. Well, though an accomplished singer, Ashanti says she immediately identified with the script for No Address and the film's mission to bring more awareness to those without homes, noting she initially had no idea how big of an issue homelessness in America. Since starting the filmmaking process, she's wanted to be a part of giving a face to it. Now, like her character in the film, Ashanti also talks about understanding what it is to have resilience, especially as someone who has navigated the music industry for several years. She says, I identify with Violet being a fighter, a survivor, and being determined in the film. Violet gets extremely sick and doesn't share it with anyone until she's really pushed to do so. And sometimes I keep things in until I feel like it's necessary to share because I don't like to put my problems on people. My character and I are similar in that manner. And being in this music industry as a whole, you have to have a thick skin. You have to be incredibly strong and you have to believe in yourself from within. Now, Ashanti believes projects like No Address are important vehicles for her to continue using her platform to not only elevate important conversations, but take responsibility. It means so much more to her now that she has her own family. She understands the sacrifices that families, especially mothers, are willing to make in the best interests of their loved ones. You can't judge anyone else's struggle, she says. And if women have to make certain choices to do what they have to do to put food on the table or a roof over their heads, you can't judge that, especially if you're not providing a solution. Now, as a mother, love conquers all. Well, to parents who may be struggling to feel successful or comparing themselves to others who appear to be doing better on the surface, Ashanti's message is simple: love is victory. My advice is always to do what you have to do to protect your family. So whatever that may be, the focus is, how do I protect? How do I cover? How do I love? How do I care? That's what's important. Of course, you don't want women to feel forced into compromising themselves and their bodies and things like that. And you never wish that anyone, but at the end of the day, that's a mother's love, meaning doing all that you can to take care of your family, protect your family. So as long as my baby is okay, safe and sound and not hungry, I'm going to do what I have to do. Now, for parents looking to find ways for their families to support the homeless population in their communities, you can definitely check out the nonprofit partner directory through the No Address movie website. And of course, the written portion of this interview has been shared to be condensed for the length and, of course, readability for those of you who like to go out there and take a look at the article yourself. So that being said, this is quite a nice, I felt nice interview. It was very interesting to get her take on, the different issues that are really plaguing us today in regards when it comes to homelessness. It is an epidemic. It is a worldwide epidemic. It has been going on for decades and decades and decades and decades. And it is something that we have not really in this country, or I think around the world, really come to true grips on how to handle. That's why this movie was created, made for this particular cause and situation, to add more awareness, to add to the conversation, to have individuals really take a look at things in this visual format, to, because sometimes as we're going through our day-to-day lives, you may see these type of occurrences, but some people can be a little bit, desensitized to the situation. Maybe sometimes you're not really paying much attention about certain things around you because you may have your own struggles or own situations going on in your own life. So this is given an opportunity to not only give the awareness to the situation in a different kind of way, as well as, giving a face to it and putting you in the space of being able to concentrate in that moment of time for that movie, which will probably be a couple hours or so, to really focus on the issues and how the individuals got themselves into that position. Now, as some of the press junket has been going along with their interviews and going through and getting the word out about the movie coming out at the end of this week, the things that have been shared between herself and also Billy Baldwin, who's also one of the actors in the movie as well, they talk about a lot of not only just the issues and concerns that come with homelessness, but also the ways that you can look to help and also provide some type of assistance to help individuals in those type of situations and to the best of your ability. They also provide a lot of emphasis on the fact that, as we all should know, homelessness is not a choice, and it's not a choice for most people. Sometimes people find themselves in instances or situations that take them into a direction that they never really imagined they would be in. And it could be just a situation where we used to say, you may just be one paycheck away or two paychecks away from, being on the streets. Now, sometimes it could be a lot less than that, to be honest with you. We're in trying times. We have been in trying times, many times throughout the decades, of course, and this time frame is really no different. And I feel that that with a lot of things that are going on societally at this point in time, we're probably going to see a more increase of that situation and of this epidemic. And it's just really sad. And at this point, being in a country, especially in the one that we are in, being in the US of A, these are things that we should not be seeing on the global scale that we are seeing. It is very disheartening to see, someone with so much have all these things here, and then like really a few blocks down the street, see just complete despair. And so, understanding that there are many reasons why individuals can find themselves in these positions, making sure that you're putting not only your empathy and your compassion towards that, but looking for real ways and solutions and less judgment on those types of situations. Definitely, of course, making sure that you're finding safe ways to donate as well. And, and just doing what you can to help in your communities. And that is really where you can start. There's lots of resources that you can go through. So definitely take a time to research in your community where you can go to help. Also, one thing that was mentioned in this advertising of this movie is not only that it's coming out at the end of the week, February 20th, I believe is the date. They're also looking at it, go ahead and get your tickets, at least up until February 28th, I believe. I don't know about beyond, but any event, if you go out to No Address website, you can also probably get the information there as well. But that all of your tickets, half of those tickets are going to proceed to help in situations across the nation when it comes to homelessness. So what a really good opportunity to start on that giving type of train. You get a chance to go in and see a movie, support it in that way, get a real visual of the occurrences, and see the heart that was put into this movie to share about this crisis. And that your ticket of admittance not only allows you the opportunity to view the video or the movie, with maybe family, friends, or even for yourself if you wish to do that as well. But also half of the proceeds of the profits from the movies is going to the homelessness as well. So what better way to go ahead and hit both things at one time. So I think that's great. I think that, maybe in time we'll see more of these types of initiatives to help, because sometimes people often find difficulties in when and where and how to go and how to get started. I would definitely suggest, as it is in this sharing, start with your local community as well. And you can also go to No Address Movie website as well. So I'll reference that information down in the description box as well. So that way, if you have an opportunity to check out this video, you can get that information there as well. So there's a lot of publicity going on right now. If you're watching it around the time of the upload. So hopefully you'll also be seeing it in other modalities as well as this one. So I think with that, I definitely would love to know your thoughts about the things that were shared in this sharing as well. And so definitely leave us respectfully down below. And of course, I think that'll do it for this video, but I do appreciate you being here. I appreciate you taking the time. I appreciate your viewing and listening support always. And of course, if you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, be part of the family. I would love to have you. And definitely make sure you have your own notification bells on so you do not miss any of my uploads. I do have one other movie that will be popping up here. Look at that. I should be an actress. Maybe that's what that's Freudian slip telling me, right? But I do have one more video that will be popping up here in the next few hours as well that I would love to know your thoughts. And so, yeah, make sure that you check that one out as well. And don't forget about the one that I dropped earlier. It was actually, as it's now at this point where this sharing, you probably may be aware if you've been paying attention or just at all have been seeing things going on in the news today. RHOP Karen Huger has now been sentenced in her DUI case. So definitely, if you hadn't had an opportunity to check out that video, make sure you do that. Okay. So with that, thank you again for being here. I hope that you will definitely take care of yourself and yeah, be safe. And until next time, bye.